Welcome to Crazy Learning. Income demand. In this video, I'll explain about income demand. Before going into that, like and share my video and subscribe my channel for more updates. And post your opinions and doubts on comment box. Let's see. Income demand. Let's see the demand function once. See, this is the demand function, right? So here, Qn equal to demand. Pn means price of the commodity. PR means price of related commodities. Pi means income. T means taste and preference. O means other factors, right? So, when we ascertain the demand, all these determinants should take a very important place. Without these determinants, we are not able to calculate the demand for a commodity, right? So, but all these determinants are not included at a time. It means you take only one determinant and demand. It means you consider demand and price, or demand and related goods, or demand and income. So, based on this demand function, the demand can be divided into three types: price demand, income demand, and cross demand. So, we already know about the price demand. It means law of demand, right? So, in law of demand, it explains the relationship between the price and demand. So, here only the price and demand should be calculated, and all the other determinants here should be in constant, right? So, these all are in constant state. There is no change in this. Only the price will change here according to the demand. So, it explains the relationship between the demand and price, right? So, we already know if the price increases, the demand decreases, and price decreases, demand increases in price demand, right? Next, coming to the income demand. So, here also, except the income, all the determinants should be in constant. Only the demand and income should be taken place. Because when we ascertain the demand of a commodity, sometimes we consider price, income, taste and preference, or other factors, or related commodities. So, it depends upon the situation, market conditions, people, persons, commodities, and taste and preference. So, the demand calculations should be not in same. It will change according to the situation. So, here we only calculated price and demand. But here we consider income and demand. And here we calculated cross demand. So, here the income should be constant. Here the price should be constant. Here the price income should be constant, right? So, it will be changed according to the situation. Likewise, in income demand, only the income will change, and all the other determinants should be in constant. So, change in income will lead to the change in demand, right? Cross demand. About this, I'll explain in another video. In this video, I only go for income demand. Let's see. Here, Y means income. So, Y represents here income. So, income demand explains the relationship between the income and demand. It shows various quantities of a commodity that will be purchased at various levels of income. For suppose the consumer level of income increase, then how the demand will change? It means if the income level increase, then it will lead to decreased demand or increased demand. That should be explained in income demand. So, in income demand, only the income and demand should be changed, and all the other factors should be constant here. Let's see. In generally, in income demand, income of the consumer increases, the demand for the commodity also increases. And income of the consumer decreases, the demand for the commodity decreases here. Because you just see, your income level increases when compared to previous month. So, this month your income will increase. So, definitely you go for purchases and you spend your money, right? You spend some money for purchasing the commodities. So, automatically your purchasing power increases. Then it will lead to increase the demand, right? For suppose your income level decrease when compared to last month. So, your purchasing power should be decreased here, and the demand will also decrease. But in some cases, if income increases, the demand decreases. Let's see. In which goods the demand increases and the demand decreases, and in which goods the demand increases and income increases. In case of superior goods, income increases, the demand of the commodity increases. Income of the consumer decreases, demand decreases. Here, superior goods means qualitative goods. So, the consumer income will increase. He automatically go for qualitative goods. So, because here he able to spend the money and purchase the commodity. So, he go for qualitative products, right? For example, here I take paddy is a superior good and quality good. For every month, the consumer purchases the bread and he consumes the bread. Suddenly, this month, the consumer income will increase and here he able to purchase the paddy and he have enough money to purchase the paddy. So, here he go for quality product like paddy. So, here the income of the consumer increase, the demand for the paddy increase here. And for suppose income of the consumer decrease. So, he again go for bread and then what will happen? The demand for paddy will decreases, right? So, it should be explained in detail. See, here y-axis represent the demand. X-axis represent the demand and y-axis represent the income, right? So, this is the original income and quantity. Suddenly, if income increases, the demand will also increases. So, income decreases, the demand will also decreases from 0Q to 0Q2. Means here to here. So, here the line should be upward from left to right. So, here there is a positive relationship between the income and demand. It means income of the consumer increases, demand for the commodity also increases here. So, income of the consumer decreases, demand for the commodity also decreases here, right? So, we can get the clarity about superior goods, right? In case of superior goods, income increases, demand increases. Income decreases, demand decreases, right? Next, we go to the inferior goods. Let's see about inferior goods. Inferior goods means low quality of goods. It means cheap products. But the consumer budget takes place a very important role in inferior goods. See, here the consumer income level is low and he is unable to purchase the paddy. So, instead of paddy, he go for bread every day, right? Suddenly, the income of the consumer increases and he able to purchase the paddy because paddy is a superior product, right? Then what will happen? When he purchases the paddy, the demand for bread decreases because instead of bread, he go for paddy. So, here income increases, the demand for bread decreases. Or suddenly income decreases, then he normally go for bread instead of paddy. So, income decreases, the demand for bread increases. So, here there is a negative relationship between the income and demand. Income increases, the demand for bread decreases. Income of the consumer decreases, the demand for the bread increases here. So, here it slopes downward from left to right. So, here there is a negative relationship between the income and demand. So, now we can get the clarity about inferior goods, right? So, finally, paddy is a superior good. Here, we consider just an example. And bread is an inferior good. So, income of the consumer level increases. The superior goods of paddy will increase and the inferior good will decrease. So, income of the consumer decrease, superior good also decrease and inferior goods increase. So, in case of superior goods, there is a positive relationship between the income and demand. But in case of inferior goods, there is a negative relationship between the income and demand. So, now you can get the clarity about the superior goods and inferior goods and about income and demand, right? Thank you.